Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. I know, welcome back to Journal Me Crazy. Yes, I know I've been gone without talking to anybody, but we'll talk about that later. Oh my gosh. So I'm doing a do-over. But yeah, my rash is not itching anymore. We're just, getting back to our other stuff. So what I'm doing is we're going to make, these were some scrap journal cards, tags, paper that I just cut down to journal cards because I got 6 out of 8.5 by 11. It was just laying here on the side, and I thought, well, let's just throw some of these things from the Junk Journal Studios, Entomology, and Botanical. So this is measuring 2 3/4 by 5 3/8, it looks like. So that's what my bases are. These are just going to be quick and easy parts. Oops, I forgot to get my ribbon for that. Well, I can see it. Okay, so, all right. I hope y'all been doing well. I know. Let me tell you, I have a new drug to add to my do not ever take again thing. I only took it for 5 days. Let me tell you, it was something. So I know I had told Dawn what it was called. I, sent it to her because, talk about serious hallucinations and everything else. It was really bad. And anyway, yeah. And then, so I just stopped taking them. Cold turkey stopped taking them Friday because it was really bad. I had to go out to, pay some bills Friday, our basics, the electric, and all that fun stuff. So they wouldn't turn me off. But I did not even trust myself to go on the internet or anything because I'm telling you, it was bad, 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 bad. That's my problem. I'm like, why is this so different? But I know I got a spot in here, so I might have to put another thing in there. But yes. No, when he said serious antihistamines, my body, I like that there. My body just cannot take that thing. And it's, oh gosh, I wish I would have brought the name down here. I'll have to look and tell you what it is next time because I'm telling you, I never realized how dangerous taking medicine when you're alone by yourself is until I did this. And it is just, if you're taking something new, you should have somebody around at least for the first day just to see how you react to the pills because, oh man, it was so bad. I did not sleep for 5 days straight. I'm not lying to you. I maybe got 2 hours a day, and it was so bad. And then, like I said, Friday I had to go out to pay our electric, water, and phone bill, all that stuff. So I'd have the basics. And my girlfriend had called me, and she's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm out here paying some bills." She's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm okay." I said, "But because I was supposed to drive, wasn't supposed to leave the house. I understand why, but I had to go pay bills." And she's like, "Well, I'm going to get some chicken feed for they have like a little chicken co-op thing or whatever." And she's like, "I want to know if you want to ride with me." I'm like, "Well," I said, "I just took this medicine." I said, "I haven't slept in 5 days," which there's no joking about that. And so I was crazy on top of it because I wasn't sleeping, had steroids. These crazy steroids, plus these other wackadoo antihistamines that just, whoa, man, took me for a ride that I didn't like to be on. And like I said, I'll never do it again. So that's just, that's just how it's going to have to be. But, so she's like, well, she says, I'm almost to town. And she says, meet me at Walmart. And she says, we'll go grab something to eat. And I told her, because I haven't eaten anything, or, blah, 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 blah. And and I told her, she says, I said, I might fall asleep in the car. Because, I fully was waiting for the crash and burn to come because it had been so long since I had truly slept. And then it was those wild awake, crazy delusion, nightmare dream things. How, I still don't know. I don't think I don't think I called anybody, which, oh, that doesn't even go there. I'm running my mouth. Which, if I would have called somebody, they would have probably had me committed, because that's how loony it was. It was really bad. And so like I said, you know, I really, gosh, and I'm not even that old, but that stuff got me. So she came, you know, we met and everything, and I'm like, you know, I said, oh, wrong one. I said, Lisa, I said, I'm really hungry, because I mean, the steroids, I'm telling you, God, if it didn't move, I was eating it because I was so hungry. And she's like, okay, we'll go grab something to eat, and then we'll go to the Amish, because that's where we went, to Amish land, which is basically in Kentucky. And so, y'all, I ate a whole hamburger, a bag of chips, and a brownie with ice cream. Just woofed it down. So I was doing good, you know, chug-a-lugging, and, you know, she got lost, because she never takes directions. I mean, she just always assumes she's going to remember the way she went, and, you know, that never works. So, oh, and I'm putting chocolate nouveau drops on here, dark walnut, I mean. And so we go up there, you know, we go get her chicken feed and stuff. And, you know, like I said, then we ate, and I had paid my bills, you know, before I met her. And so, I mean, this was like 1 o'clock for even left town. And then ate and all that good stuff. And so on the way home, it's like 4:30. Well, I could feel it. Like, you know how you feel that sleep getting ready to hit you? Well, I felt it. And she's like, well, you know, you want to run to Walmart? And I'm like, nope. I mean, I needed sweet feed and everything. I was like, nope. I said, I just got to go. I need to go home. I said, I could feel it. And she's like, oh, okay. So, you know, she drops me off, and I get home, and I am barely, I know I should have put this ribbon on before I did that, but like I said, I'm running my mouth. Boop, boop, boop. I barely made it down our road. And I mean, I am fighting, like, almost having to slap yourself in the face sleep. And my, you know, our neighbor, he was outside, and him and his wife had just come in, and he's like, you know, I had the window down. I'm like, hey, Alan. And he's like, oh, Jen's in the car if you want to talk to her. I said, no, I can't. I mean, I was really rude. I feel real bad. But here's this little one. I know, isn't that just quick and easy and sweet and cute and, oh, yummies. So I told him, says, I can't, you know, but I'd explain, because I mean, I didn't know if I was going to get home, because, I mean, the bottom was falling out. And I felt so bad. Oh, and I left another one. Okay. So I've got this big old mushroom, and this scrap is Edith Holden things, and like I said, the rest of it is all from What You Dinky. Oh man, I can't believe I got to dig these out. So I barely get to the house, honestly, and I get the dogs out, let them go to the bathroom, and I get in the house, and by now it's like almost 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I mean, I'm in the chair, literally, you know how your head droops, and you're like, whoa, and you gotta, you know, get up, and you're like, no, 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 and all I could think of is, you know, no, it's too early, it's 6 o'clock, because then I was afraid I'd be up all stinking night, and so it was all I could do to stay up till 8. I mean, I got the dogs out, and I was in the bed at 8 o'clock at night. I did not wake up, did not budge, didn't move until 6 a.m. the next day. This was Friday, till 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Oh, I need a butterfly. And got up, fed the dogs, took them out, was back in bed by, I don't know, maybe 9, because I wasn't even up an hour. Slept till noon. Got up, took the dogs back. I mean, I'm telling you, the house could have fell off the hill, rolled down into the ravine. I wouldn't have heard anything. I wouldn't have felt nothing. It was crazy. So, yeah. So, yeah, Candace just doesn't mix well with drugs. And these were some serious potent things. And I mean, oh my gosh. So all I could think of Well, first, I scared myself. I really did, because I was that out of it. And all I could think, it was like, well, gosh, I could die. Oh, I forgot this one. I could, honest to God, like, die, and nobody would know because I'm here by myself. And so that's when John being gone hit me. So then he put me into a really bad spot, because I really never thought about it hard until I was like, oh my gosh, I need somebody here, because, you don't have neighbors. There isn't anybody around, and tra la 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 la. And then, I had, oh my God, horrible, one of my days of hallucination things was, John had left me, and took all of our money, and just, y'all, I'm telling you, crazy, crazy stuff. And that was, it went on for a while. I mean, it wasn't like just a little bit of dream, but I remember all these things, which was bad because I was awake, and how I didn't make phone calls, or I don't even know. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so it did scare me. Well, then I realized, because I'm mad, and I'm thinking I'm calling people trying to find him, and I'm guessing I didn't, because nobody called me. I mean, no one called me back. So I'm guessing I didn't. I don't know, but I don't think I did. But I can remember all of it. It was, like I said, it's just like one of those nightmare things. And then later on, I remember he died. That was it. And that's what, kind of put me, whoa. And I stopped taking those pills, because it was too much. Oh my gosh, too much of a reaction that I had to them. Just, I can't even tell you some of the other days, because it was 6 days of just horrible nightmare things. And I just, no. So anyway, so, I kind of have been okay-ish about the fact of, being alone-ish, I guess, until that. And then that really scared the mess out of me, because I am here by myself. And, yeah. So yeah, it was definitely not a fun time here. Let's see, I got this little scrap. Let's just stick them on here. I know I made, prototypes or samples. Oh my gosh. And I told you one time, I think in the last video, while I'm rolling, that I had did some painting and stuff. Well, the only reason why I knew I did that is because I woke up with paint all over me. And luckily I didn't do anything crazy. But I don't know. I could have burnt the house down. I could have, Lord, I could have shot somebody. Yeah. So, yep. So I get to add that pill to my do not ever take ever again list, because it meant business. And then, I mean, for the whole day, Saturday until, God, Sunday evening, all I did was get the dogs, either fed, took outside, and then I was passed out again. And just because I had stopped taking that stuff, because it was just too wacky. I mean, it's, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. It scared the mess out of me, and I don't like it, and I'll never do that again. So anyway, but yeah, and so I couldn't even, I mean, I came down here, I did do something in the book, which I attempted to sew a circle. You'll see it, because I'll show it to you, because we're going to make another one. Oh my gosh, how I did not sew my fingers. The fact that I operated a machinery when I was under the influence like I was just unbelievable. Then I ended up leaving a glue stick open, and I didn't come down here for 2 days because I kind of forgot that I was down here. But then I remembered that I was down here, and oh, yeah. So I had to throw a stinking glue stick away because, I mean, yeah, it was dry. It was bad. So anyway, but, oh, y'all, yeah. So, and I just can't imagine, yeah, that, anyway. So now I'm trying to get back on track and do do some work in the little journals. And then, just, oh my gosh. Still fighting with, the paperwork, but, I did get another letter today. So another thing has been, taken care of. And then the other one is supposedly that one that drove me, because what I was diagnosed with, it's 3 initials. It's basically stress-induced hives. And there's it's a 3 initial thing that it's an actual medical term for it. And that's why, because I had to look, I'm like, well, what is this medicine that he gave me for? Because, y'all, I mean, it was bad. And so that's what it was for, is for stress-induced hives, basically. And I was like, oh my gosh. You lucky I don't sue everybody for the stress they've put me under. I don't have the time. And all it would do is bring more hives. But yeah, like I said, I have to find I have to write the words down with the little druggy thing, because man. And what's so weird is I was talking to my granddaughter Emily, and she's like, Mimi, she said, right before finals, because she was all stressed out with her finals, and this isn't even the same. Oh, what you dinky? Oh well. She says, I broke out in rash. I had to go to the emergency room. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. She said, they told me it was stress because I thought it was chiggers. Well, no. Apparently, stress-induced hives start out looking like bug bites. I mean, I read so much about it. I was just like, oh my God. So, yeah. But apparently, it's something me and Emily have together, because she said that she had to go to the emergency room before finals last time because she broke out in hives. And I was like, well, that's odd. I mean, I had broke out in hives once before like this. Well, after that cat attack, because it was all that stress of that, brought all that crap on. But when my dad passed away, I thought I had shingles, but apparently it was this stuff. But that's been like 15 years ago, because it was really, stressful. But, oh my gosh. But yeah, no. I really, really, really hated being that vulnerable and alone and scared. So, yep. I will stick to the prescriptions that I know I can take, that I've taken before, and that I don't have to do any crazy stuff. And like I said, next time I think I'm just going to have to let a few people know that I'm taking a new medicine. And if you don't hear from me, or if you would please check on me, because, oh my gosh, anyway, I know I'm just on that soapbox, but I'm telling you, it scared the bejeebies out of me. Oh, let me see. Since this one's so wide, but I still need, I'm just going to cut a little strip and put it on the back of it to kind of raise it up a little bit. Just because it's got the lace on there, so I need a little step. But yeah, and then, and I have flashbacks of, all the steroids John was on, stuff, how mean he was, because I was actually mean to the dogs, and I hated that. And, I told him, I'm sorry, but, oh my God, yeah, oh, yeah, so I don't want to do that no more. So I called the yard guy just to see, because I hadn't heard from him, to see if we're still on his list to be bush hog, because you know, all the stinky grass is starting to bloom with the, you know, and I need to hear from him. I need to see if he'll come spray some poison in that ravine for me, because all those other crappy things are getting ready to bloom. Oh, but because no, I can't do it. It's just no way. So I don't know. And then they were saying that, you know, you could also get stress-induced hives from your animals because of their dander stuff, which I'm allergic to it. But, you know, I do try to keep that, which I haven't done for this past week. I mean, I'm telling you, I have just fell off the turnip truck. And I'm thinking, well, Jake has all these allergies and stuff. Maybe he's giving it to me, because they're like, oh, you know, don't let him sit with you, and don't let him lick you and stuff. And so I'm like, Jake, get off of me. Get. Well, I wouldn't let him near me because, you know, I had all that stuff. Oh, but yep. I know, as you could tell, I'm just rattling. And then I had to, you know, like, I swear, detox to get it out of me. I don't know if any of y'all have, you know, had serious medicine like that, but man, I mean, you just sweat it out of your body. It's just crazy. Well, at least I do. But yeah, I came down here yesterday before I, you know, started, you know, trying to fussy cut these things with my scan and cut, which, you know, he did good for a while until he turned into a scanning, oh, cusser. So I guess I just worked him too hard. But oh well. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, this hole puncher. And so, but man, I wish I could tell y'all. I'm telling you, if I could write stories for these days and hallucinations I had, I could make some horror movies, because they were just that vivid and that bad. Oh. So anyway, I know. Not for me. Okay, let's put the ribbon in here this time before we put the, and this is some seam binding. And I did glue the ends first so they won't ravel, because, you know, I don't like them to ravel. Oh. But man, yeah. So I know I can hear some, oh my gosh, it's always something. Yes, it is. I don't recommend, one, I don't recommend going through cancer. Two, I don't recommend going through cancer and hospice. Three, I don't recommend doing it all by yourself. And four, I don't recommend your husband passing away and leaving you with all this stuff to do. So yeah. So just a bit more than this birdie could handle. You know, and I haven't had a runny nose because I was taking those, you know, serious steroids and the antihistamines, but oh, I'm just gonna have to have a little runny nose because I can't take that stuff. So, and I just wait to take my Benadryl at night, and I take it in the morning, and that's just how it's got to be. Uh-oh, and I can tell you right now, I'm gonna have to hold this back. All right, because that was gonna go in my little nouveaux while I was tapping it down. So there's this little one. I know. Isn't it cute? I think it is. Oh, all right. And then this one is just, this one turned out to be a hot mess goulash thing, because I just kept throwing stuff to it. And, you know, it turned out cute. So I'm going to try to stick to the other one and see how it works, you know, with our big old banana leaf. Banana leaf. Oh, and just some other parts and pieces from the, whatchy dinky, the kit. But yeah, and like I said, then I came down here, I was like, oh my god, I wasted a whole thing of glue. Because, you know, sometimes you can cut the top of it off and still use it. It had been open too long. Oh, so yeah, I was mad at myself for that one. I know this isn't exactly the same backing paper that I had on the other one, but it will do. It's close enough. Oh, so yep. So now I get to actually put some finished on a couple of things on the table and then file them away and then pull something else out so I can start another pile of nonsense. But yep, oh, I'm so glad to get some done. Okay, I still need something here to go around here. I know, I'm talking to myself. I mean, what's the whole point of doing this if you don't have it together? Duh. And I think I'm just gonna not use that like before. All right. So then, of course, I had to, go, oh, if I'd have just started those allergy drops and allergy shots and stuff, but I didn't have time to go do all that because of, all of John's stuff. But I was like, oh, maybe it wouldn't have hit me so hard, but I know it would have. Get real. And then my neighbors out there the last 2 days, because it rained, of course, Oh my gosh, we had some crazy weather. And oh my gosh, one night, I don't know, must have been Friday night, because it came through. I'm telling you, a storm came through and whatever. I remember having to give Fergie some of those calm pills, and she wouldn't take them, and I just shoved them in her mouth because I was, yeah, I was mean. So yeah, I don't want to do this again. I feel sorry for my poor little puppies. Our little pups didn't deserve all that. Yeeks. Ooh, I can feel the glue all on here. Yuck. Yep, see that line? That's glue residue, but hey, it looks like it was supposed to be. We'll just squish it that way. All right, and then we have this little butterfly. Fly, butterfly, fly. Oh, my goodness. Where's that stuff again? So yeah, so I made myself, I'm like, you got to go down there and make a video. Even if they're shorter than regular, just get it done, get it out there, and let's move on. Because that crazy train has left the depot, and girl, she best not come back. But oh man. I don't know, maybe over here. Let's make it lopsided. Off-sided, lopsided, whatever. Off-centered, yeah, that's the word. Oh, this is a little thin. I wonder if it'll be okay on here. I think it will be. Ooh. Yep, no. This last week was not for me. All right, we got that. And then I got, this is a piece of twine that I, rolled and got 3 pieces out of it. Some scrap fabric that I have to make a tab. Oh, I don't know why I put that up. I was going to use it. But yep, Brianna had her 11th birthday, I think on Friday. See, I just, oh. Not that I got any pictures, but anyway. So she turned 11. They were supposed to go eat Mexican, but my daughter said she decided she wanted to go eat at Raising Cane's. Oops, wrong way. It's like a chicken, which I'm surprised because usually she likes, to go to a steakhouse so she can get broccoli. Brianna's weird. She loves broccoli. Okay, now I'm going to make this look like the last one. So last time I put a big staple in here first. And then I decided, oh, it needed something else because it was kind of naked. But I liked the double staple look. So we're going to do it here too. Oh, let's leave that out because we're going to need that when we put this on here. And then we're going to put this little piece on here. And use our little tiny attacher. And staple that on there. And then smoosh it down. I just thought it was cute. Alright, there's this little card. Now we need to put some more brown dots on here. And then this kind of reminds me, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to like little fungus. They're little, I don't know, they're little snails. They're little fossil things that are on the bottoms of leaves. That's what this reminded me of. Oh, we had this snail crawling on the window, the kitchen window, and it was so interesting to watch because you're watching him from the back side, and he's just creeping up the glass. Yes, he was. That's what he did. Creeping. So, and then there's this one. So there's 3 little quick journal cards that we made today. Tags, not journal cards. I know. I was correcting myself in my brain. So there we go. I think they turned out really cute. So, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my latest adventure. And we will see what the next videos bring. And I know I got a towel that's stuck to my leg. Because I am just, yeah. I'm ready to get on to the next project because I was going to sew the journals together, but there's a project that I had that I wanted to do, and so I had to wait. So that's what we got to do next so I can, get those done. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. Like I said, these are just really quick and easy little parts and pieces. And this is, from the that free table guides that I put on the Facebook site. So Journal Me Crazy groups, if you look down on the bottom on the video where it says more, it'll show you the link to the Facebook group, and you can go get you, I think there's 3 or 4 pages of table, I think 3, and yeah, they go great with stuff. So I will see you on the next video. So lots of kisses, lots of love, and let me get back into gear and get back into the swing of things. So I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.